Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
You are a good friend of the first person that ever came on our show, Ethan Bazinga, which is fantastic. And you guys are part of the Gymshark family. And then what are you also do work with MyProtein as well. Is there anyone else that I'm missing, or are those the two main ones?
So I have like Legend London, Excite, and I have Muscle Food.
Oh yeah.
But Gymshark and MyProtein, they're the main two, and they're the OG.
Cool.
Like I've been with MyProtein for like a long time, since I very first started, pretty much. Yeah.
And how did that work? Was it just you were posting and then they contacted you? Did you have? Did you meet someone there? How does that sort of thing work?
With back in the day, because everyone says, just the thing is, they say, you just do your own thing and then they'll come to you. Like, that works to an extent, but like also it doesn't, like if you ask, like, if you don't ask, you don't get. Do you know what I mean? So within reason, don't ask for like, you know what I mean, for ridiculous things. But if you ask, a lot of things I've got because I've gone out and said, do you want to do this? And they have. Do you know what I mean? So
that's awesome.
You have to do that as well. But like MyProtein, I think they approached me. It started out, those things typically they just give you free stuff, right? They're like, have some protein,
classic,
do a YouTube feature, whatever. Yeah. And when you first start, you're like, this is the best thing. I'll make like 10.
I am a MyProtein
videos
athlete
about one bag of protein. Yeah, like, but then obviously it develops into like a salary and there's other like various bits. But yeah, with that one, they came to me. Yeah. I think all the ones like nowadays, most of them, people will come to me and then like,
you got to the stage where it's
to fend off a lot of absolute
shit. Like, I was about to say because the fitness world makes a lot of money. People don't actually like quite understand how much money like is in the fitness world, and with that comes a lot of bullshit as well. So I can imagine there's probably quite a lot of like lucrative offers that get floated around, but it's one of those where it's like, but ultimately like your product, and if and that reflects poorly on you. Like obviously MyProtein and Gymshark, two credible companies, and you've got nothing to worry about in terms of what they get up to for the most part. But there's definitely companies that will flash a big load of cash.
I've had to turn down some like
outrageous ones,
ridiculous stuff, and you're like, do you know what I mean? Could I just?
Well, what if the what ifs? Like, maybe.
You just think, that like you get people that go on, you know what I mean? That go on like one of those reality TV shows and like get 1 million followers overnight, and then just do an absolute shit ton of those like teeth whitening ones, like, do you know what I mean?
Classic.
Mate, we got to stop plugging them too much, bro.
It's true.
For real, like we're catching our bag.
Like, do you know what I mean? For like 6 months, and again, fair play, like, because they. I mean, most of their followers are like probably 12-year-old girls, so they might as well just maximize it while they can, make some money. Fair enough, but like, that's one avenue to go down. If you want to be legit and like be taken seriously and have it actual engaging, like a following that actually engages in your content and like is loyal
and trust
stuff,
you to promote good stuff,
then you've got to pick and choose. And it's playing the long game, right? Like you said, you could accept one of those brand deals, get loads of money now, but then is that worth it for like the impact that's going to have on you and how people perceive you? You're better off being a sicko, and then over time you'll get stuff off the back of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of fitness guys that I follow on Instagram, guys I've met and stuff, and they.
Hit me, go. Who are
so we got Elliot B Fit, if you know him.
Absolutely.
Zach Perner.
He's a great guy.
But I met these two guys together, really nice guys, and I see Zach Perner.
Wait, who was the other guy?
Zach Perner. He's like Australian.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
I think he might be with Gymshark, or they both might be actually.
Exactly.
But I think it was Zach who recently brought out maybe his own pre-workout.
Yeah.
And is that something like? Because obviously you're with MyProtein and stuff, so I'm assuming you
the
wouldn't do that.
Morcia range.
So Zach's
is that something you've got?
So he's sponsored by EHP Labs. And
okay.
So it's like a limited edition. Like it's like he's doing. They've like done a collab essentially. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's like them G Fuel collabs. You know when like JJ
does
it.
Yeah. So it's like his own.
It's a flavor.
Okay. Got you.
It might even be. I don't know if it's a flavor. It might be an actual product.
Yeah, product. Okay.
But it's that. Yeah.
In the same vein.
So we got something in the pipeline.
Yeah, we got something. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because it's interesting. I also had this thing is that obviously if you're sponsored by a company like Gymshark, are they cool with you like making your own like Matt Does Fitness apparel? That must be such a weird line.
That's the big thing with like brands, is that obviously most of them want that exclusivity. And understandably, right? If you're like. If someone's sponsoring me to wear their clothes, if I go and wear other similar competitive clothes, it's like a bit of a mixed message. You know what I mean? So it's understandable, but that's the hit you've got to take. You know what I mean? Like you've got in some aspects. So for example, so Legend London, I'm wearing these jeans, right?
Yeah.
If I go and wear another pair of jeans and I'm like, look at my sick jeans from wherever, then obviously you can't do. I could do that, but they would be quite annoyed.
So you have a jean sponsor?
Yeah.
Because you wear the tight,
mate. That's a classic fitness one.
Mate, your jeans are the tightest jeans I've ever seen. If we stand
Is
up
that
like
just
these
is that just because
is
like
it-
the size of the legs or like because those on
yeah,
me,
so
those
if
would be
I-
baggy.
If I want to wear like,
Very-
if I want to wear
very
jeans
baggy.
here, I have to get like fattest jeans, mate, like 50-inch
A
waist because I won't get
jeans
them over my
sponsor.
quads.
50-inch
That's
waist.
again, that's the good thing about the fitness scene. Yeah, that's standard, mate. Everyone has a Legend London or like some jeans, you know, like fashion-based clothing sponsor. That's a pretty standard one.
I'm just
A
looking at them
jeans
quads right now,
sponsor,
and I
bro,
just
they
can't
are
really wrap
wham.
my head around them.
But like because the fitness, again, like I think one of the reasons it's profitable is because like if you're in the fitness scene, you're probably quite vain. You're probably
Yeah.
into your appearance,
Of course.
and therefore lots of things tie in with that. Do you know what I mean? Things that
Right.
are appearance based generally
Yeah,
are
yeah.
quite profitable. So it kind of goes hand in hand. I guess
Interesting.
like there are other genres. You know, if you're like on a fishing channel,
Yeah.
not many avenues to go from there. You know,
Yeah.
tackle I guess is
Check-
quite big.
Check out this rod.
yeah, yeah.
The titanium rods.
It's a big one.
The stiffest rod we've ever produced.
Are you talking about fishing here?
Yeah, well, I thought we were talking about fishing. And he mentioned tackle first. I just brought in the rod. When you put the rod and the tackle together, you get a
Absolute
bargain.
winner.
You get a
Absolute
deal.
winner, yeah.
So, you know what?
I'm
we
so
need to.
innocent. I'm
On a side
so
note,
innocent.
Have you cleaned these glasses? Because I've just been drinking out of this merrily. If I get tuberculosis or whatever you can catch from a dirty glass, I'm
Well,
gonna
we'll find out.
Let's just send it.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Let us know tomorrow.
Plus, I feel like dust adds a bit of texture, anyways. Personally, what do you think?
I don't even know this guy.
You wouldn't notice, would you? It'd probably just be.
No, but that is interesting. We didn't actually usually the people in the comments will get onto us. We didn't actually run through what
Have
we're
you-
drinking today, but
Be honest, is that nearly all gone?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like this.
And how many calories? How many calories in that?
It's not that many. I was just saying earlier, it's like trying to come by calorie dense.
Wait, are
drinks
you after
is quite
calories
hard.
right now?
Yeah. I've got a very fast metabolism. So if I don't eat enough food, I just lose weight. Like I lose weight very quickly. As a powerlifter, there's literally a complete correlation between gaining weight and getting stronger. You get bigger. You look at strong men; they're absolute monsters.
Yeah,
right?
wedge.
The heavier you are, the stronger you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bench press. If your chest is bigger, the bar's not going as far. You're going to bench.
See,
more.
that's my excuse.
It's pretty
That's
simple.
my excuse. Look how
Yeah.
long these arms are, yeah?
You are not
and look
built to
how
bench
tiny
press,
my
yeah.
fucking chest is.
And even me,
Okay, bro.
I'm not built to bench press. Like, it's
Yeah.
not ideal. When you look at the best benchers, they're like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
it's
like
tiny.
T-Rex. Yeah,
and then,
absolutely,
by the way, I'm seeing some absolute fraudulent behavior. So I understand you have to arch your back,
Arch,
right?
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is fine, and I accept that.
Yeah.
Okay. But these lot are taking a fucking piss. I
There's a
swear to
massive
God.
debate right now about that.
It
because-
has to stop.
So the law is, your shoulders and your
Yeah.
bum have to be on the bench.
Yeah, I've
But
seen
you get
this.
some particularly women that can literally get an
Snap
arch.
themselves in half.
Yeah, like an exorcist type thing.
Yeah.
Which means that their bench is like,
Yeah, it's
you can't even see it. And also, you're allowed to grip it. Everyone has the same, you know, on a bar, you have those little
Yeah.
rings, little
Yeah.
marks, yeah? You have to be in contact with those rings.
Yeah.
So for me, that's like here, right?
Yeah.
For a girl that's like 5'2", that's going to be like here.
which is even
So
less
she's doing this
distance.
arch, she's here. Do you know what I mean? You can't. The bar doesn't even move. So there's a big debate about how they could like. Some people say, oh, you know, make it across, like vary across weight class. So as you get lighter, the
Yeah.
hands have to be closer. So it's relative to your size.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you've got a guy that's 25 stone, which for him it's like this, and like I said, a girl that weighs 7 stone that's like out there.
Way out there,
The range
yeah.
of motion is like nowhere
Nothing.
near the same. And like I said, couple that with an arch, it's
It's a
like
piss take.
farcical. Yeah, it looks ridiculous.
Yeah. So that's my excuse, anyways. Is
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
like-
joining you on
Exactly,
that.
That's
you
why
haven't
I'm
got a massive
benching like. Actually, I don't even want to go into
What
my
that bench
numbers.
you dropped? What was that, by the way? The
That
bench
was
height and
60.
stuff?
60.
Okay.
That's pouring it.
That is.
Well,
That's poor.
look at the size of me.
Yeah, no.
You know what? I was
and
actually.
this was early doors for him.
I was
Yeah.
53 kg. I'm about 5'11".
That's crazy.
53
by the way.
kg.
When you did that, was that like was
And then-
that quite far into your gym? Like,
No, no,
career.
no.
Like probably not. In fact, I don't pretty much do normal bench at all.
Yeah.
The first time we did it the other day in ages.
Yeah.
I normally just do the dumbbell because when I started going gym, I noticed that just like one of my pecs was growing well, and the other one just wasn't. And so I spoke to a bunch of my friends like, why is that happening? And just like do dumbbell bench press instead.